All right, so as we wrap up these video notes, let's look at how we can use, that's all we have there. Let's look at how we can use unit rates to help us make better choices about our purchases. So let's suppose your class is tie-dyeing t-shirts to sell for a fundraiser. You're in charge of buying the plain white t-shirts. Which package is the best buy? Which package is the worst buy? So we could get 12 for $39. We could get 15 for $47.25, or we could get 10 for $29.90, or we could get 8 for $27.20. So when we are writing these ratios, we always want to put money on top because I don't want to know how many t-shirts I can buy per $1. I want to know how much money it costs per one shirt. So as I'm writing these ratios out, I'm going to put dollars on top. So let's start with $39 for 12 shirts. We're also going to look at $47.25 for 15. We're going to look at $29.90 per 10, and then $27.20 per 8. So we're going to take all of these and turn them into unit rates. Okay, so to turn these into unit rates, let's start dividing. Obviously, if I want to know the price for one shirt, I'm going to be dividing by 12 on the bottom, so I'm going to be dividing by 12 on the top. So when I do $39 divided by 12, I get $3.25 for one t-shirt. Not too bad. Let's check out our next. Again, I'm trying to make a unit rate, so I'm saying, okay, how do I turn a 15 into 1? I divide by 15. Whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. $47.25 divided by 15 is $3.15. So we have a little bit better buy. Let's check out our third rate. $29.90 per 10. I want to know per one, so I'm going to divide by 10 on the top and bottom. This one's nice because dividing by 10 is just going to move my decimal point one spot, and my dollar sign looks crazy. I apologize. Let's try to erase that and make that look a little better. So we have our best buy yet, $2.99. Let's check our last rate. I want to know the price per one shirt. Right now I know the price per 8 shirts, so I'm going to divide by 8. Whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. So $27.20 divided by 8 is 3.4, which is $3.40. So this is in fact my worst buy. Because $3.40 per shirt is the highest unit rate. And our best buy was $29.90 per 10 because that came out to $2.99 per one shirt. Well done, you've just made a very well-informed purchase. Let's look at one last chance for you to practice using unit rates. So this time we're looking for the dye for our tie-dyeing activity, but we can buy it in various sizes, which is the best buy. So again, as you're setting these up, make sure that you put money on top because we want to know the cost per one fluid ounce. We don't want to know how many fluid ounces we can buy per dollar. It's a lot more helpful to know the cost per 1 ounce. So let's get to work. We have $3.96 for 2 ounces. If I want to know the cost per 1 ounce, I'm going to divide by 2. Excuse me, on the top and the bottom. So when I do $3.96 divided by 2, I get $1.98. So $1.98 for my first option. Let's come over here for our second rate. So we could do $8.36 per 4 ounces. So that I can compare, let's make a unit rate. So I'm going to divide the top and the bottom both by 4. $8.36 divided by 4 is $2.09 per ounce. Not a better buy. So let's check out our third rate here. At $14.24, we can get 8 ounces. So let's see how much that is per 1 ounce. I divide by 8 on the top and bottom, because again, dividing by 1 does not change the value. It's just going to give us an equivalent ratio. I find that this dye costs $1.78 per ounce. So that's looking like our best buy so far. Let's check out our last rate here, $20.96 for 16 ounces. We want to find the price per 1 ounce. So we divide the top and the bottom by 16. $28.96 divided by 16 is $1.81. So our best buy, after all, is 8 fluid ounces for $14.24. Thanks to unit rates, we know the best buy. All right, for example 3, astronauts have different nutritional needs in space than on Earth. An astronaut's diet contains 18 milligrams of iron for 2 days. How many milligrams of iron should the astronaut's diet contain for 9 days? So what we know is he gets 18 milligrams of iron every 2 days. But what we need to know is how much he gets per 9 days. But the problem is it's not very easy to turn a 2 into a 9. When we've looked at making equivalent ratios, we said, okay, how do I multiply or divide to turn this denominator into this one? Well, a 2 does not convert into a 9 very easily, but I can think of some numbers that do, such as 1. So I need to know the unit rate, because I can easily turn a unit rate into any other equivalent ratio that I need. So my plan is to find the unit rate. I'm going to find the equivalent ratio here. So to do that, I am going to simply take 18 milligrams divided by 2 days and change that into an equivalent ratio that tells me how many milligrams per 1 day. Well, of course, 1 is half of 2, so half of 18 would be 9. So at 9 milligrams for 1 day, I can now use that rate to help me find out how many milligrams the astronaut will need for 9 days. Because, of course, to turn a 1 into a 9, I'm going to multiply by 9. And whatever I do on the bottom, I'm going to do on the top. So the astronaut is going to need 81 milligrams for 9 days. So that's another way that unit rates can come in handy to help us solve problems, not only just to find equivalent ratios and compare prices, but also to convert into other equivalent ratios as they are needed. All right, last one here before we jump into 7.1, 7.2 homework. So as a satellite travels about 2,272 miles in 8 minutes, we want to figure out about how many miles the satellite travels in 3 minutes. So again, let's start by writing our rate. And as we write it, we discover that this is not a very easy equivalent ratio to create. So instead, what I'm going to do is start by converting this to a unit rate. And then I'll use my unit rate. So to turn 8 minutes into 1 minute, I'm going to divide by 8. And whatever I do on the bottom, I have to also do on the top. So as I divide 2,272 by 8, I find that that is 284 miles per minute. Now I can turn 284 miles per minute into an equivalent ratio with 3 minutes as the denominator. So to turn 1 minute into 3, I need to multiply by 3. Whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top. And 284 times 3 is 852 miles. So our new rate is 852 miles per 3 minutes. And you guys are all set for your 7.1, 7.2 homework.